All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for. Andrew Lau and Max Gunther will have the front row. Giancarlo and Yannick Gunther on the second row. Harry Volsmir and Simon Zierk have the third row. Adam Barker, Mike Marshall on the fourth row. Mike Dolling and Ronnie Wimberly round out your top 10. Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel and Kevin Gerard starting 12th. Remember, Kevin did not qualify due to being the rookie by his choice, so we'll see him trying to come through this field this morning. Lime Rock had a small field, but everybody is back this week, ready to race. And a very, very Porsche heavy field this morning. 7 Porsches, 2 BMWs, 1 Audi, and 2 Ferraris. Looks like Ronnie Wimberly is not going to make the grid. Ronnie will be starting from pit road if he joins into race 1. Remember, race 1 is the same as last season, just a 20-minute sprint race. Race 2, lower fuel and a longer race requiring at least 1 stop. Possibly 2 depending on the track. And here we go, drivers getting the tires warmed up, ready for the pace car to drop off. And I'm willing to bet the second that pace car drops, these guys are going to hammer down. Pace car is in, Andrew Lau in control. He fires, we're away. Green flag is in the air here at Fuji. And they are already 3 and 4 wide. Harry Volsmir making some moves. Adam Barker tries to shoot up the middle. The door closed before Adam could get to it. Lau quickly into the lead, but a lot of battling going on back behind. Simon Zierk lurking right behind Barker down the hill. The Porsche will definitely have an advantage on some of these tighter turns. The top 5 all Porsche right now. Adam Barker, go! No, Adam's in trouble early! Looked like Adam just went a bit wide coming out of that turn, clipped the grass, and may have completely lost the car. He did just a hard hit to that outside wall. Andrew Lau comes around, leads lap 1. Kevin in trouble early. Just a little bit loose coming through the S's at the end of the track, but recovers it quickly and keeps moving forward. That section of the track, those last few corners, so easy to put the power down a hair too early. Max Gunther in second, right behind Andrew Lau. Yannick now up to third. Giancarlo in fourth. Harry Volsmir now in fifth. Simon Zierk in sixth. Mike Dolling in seventh. Mike Marshall currently in eighth. Adam Barker now in ninth. Kevin up to 10th and Nicole in 11th. Ronnie Wimberly did not make the grid for race 1. Andrew has led the first couple of laps here, but now under attack from former champ Max Gunther. Max is setting up to go on the high side into turn 1. Giancarlo makes the same move for third. Max couldn't make it stick, but Giancarlo may have it. Giancarlo now to third. Yannick back into fourth. Max Gunther set the fastest lap last time by. Back down the hill, Simon Zierk in 6th place, still tracking behind the Porsches. This new Porsche for this season, everybody seems to be loving it as we've got another battle for the lead. Max tries to cross over. Wow, big bump there coming through that turn. Everybody getting as close to the inside of the apex as possible. Giancarlo quickly pulling up into 3rd place and catching up. Meanwhile, Simon Zierk takes an opportunity. Simon now into 5th as Harry goes wide. The rookie Kevin Curley up 2 spots into 10th, trying to run down Adam Barker. Adam problems early, but is gaining on Mike Marshall. Adam came into the morning with the points lead after sweeping both races last week at Lime Rock. Andrew Lau still holding everybody off for the moment. But Giancarlo and Max Gunther, Yannick Gunther has had a problem. Simon Zierk looking to the inside. They both get a little loose. Yannick manages to get it back off track and rolling again. Was there any contact in that incident? They were racing awfully close. Harry was definitely in position to capitalize there. Oh, looks like there may have been a little... Andrew Lau still holds the lead, holding off Max Gunther and Giancarlo. Harry Volsmir now up to 4th, Simon in 5th, Mike Dolling on the move. Mike up 3 spots into 6th. Yannick, after that incident, back to 7th. Marshall in 8th, now under attack from Adam Barker in 9th. Newcomer Kevin in 10th place. Kevin already picking up a couple of spots here early despite an early incident. Looking at Kevin's lap times right now, not that far off the leaders, and as he gets more time in, could see him in the battle in race 2. Andrew Lau has his hands full with Max and Giancarlo. Harry Volsmir making his way back up into 4th now as they battle trying to close the gap. Andrew Lau has led every lap so far, but can he hold them off? Max making the move to the outside. Can he make it stick this time? He's got the run, goes deeper into that first turn, has more of the runoff, but somehow Lau manages to keep him back. Now Giancarlo looking to attack for P2. Meanwhile, back behind as they battle it out, Harry Volsmir in 4th place, continuing to gain ground. Simon Zierk in 5th, also closing in. Mike Dolling in 6th, about to have a problem. Yannick Gunther in 7th place is gaining quickly. And Adam Barker has gotten past Mike Marshall. Barker into 8th. Marshall now in 9th has Kevin closing the gap in 10th. Giancarlo has gotten past Andrew Lau. Max Gunther has gone to the lead. Coming up the hill, and Max just shoots it to the inside. They continue to battle, and Max Gunther quickly to the lead. Lau tries to fight back. And that opened the door that Giancarlo drove through. Giancarlo still having to hold off Andrew Lau, and Harry Volsmir is there now. Simon Zierk still closing in as well from 5th. Yannick Gunther has caught up to about 7/10 behind 6th place Mike Dolling. Yannick, after that early incident, has been charging back. And of course, Adam Barker, that lap 1 spin off track, has been fighting back since. Adam currently in 8th, 3 seconds behind that battle ahead. Mike Marshall sitting in 9th, Kevin in 10th, Nicole 11th. Nicole having a problem, looks like she is moving over as the leaders battle. Max Gunther has a little breathing room on Giancarlo. Andrew Lau still sitting there in 3rd. As we mentioned, Harry in 4th. That top 4 all grouped together now within 2.5 seconds. But 2nd through 4th pretty much nose to tail at the moment. Simon still in 5th. Mike Dolling in 6th. Mike has Yannick right there with him. And Adam Barker still closing in on the both of them, but with 8 minutes left, how much more ground can he make up? He's 2.5 seconds back. Meanwhile, Max Gunther continues trying to pull away here. Good morning, Wild Bill. Yes, indeed, Nicole is getting faster. Harry Volsmir has caught up, and Simon Zierich is closing in as well. But 7 minutes left. How many more battles will we see? And Max in the lead, went a little bit wide out of that final turn. Does he have a slowdown? Does not appear to. Simon Zierich in 5th, continuing to close the gap on Harry. Max still holding about a 1 second lead over Giancarlo. Meanwhile, a battle brewing back behind 6th place. Mike Dolling has 7th place Yannick Gunther on his bumper. And Adam Barker 1.5 seconds back. He is closing the gap on these guys quickly as Yannick goes on the attack. But getting to Mike Dolling is, whoa! Yannick makes a power move. Adam goes wide again, this time saves it. Mike still fighting back. Great move by Yannick Gunther to get past Mike Dolling, also known as the Minister of Defense. Impressive dive move to pull that one off. Adam Barker now there right with those two. Could be seeing a 3-car battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Meanwhile, Max Gunther still in the lead, has opened the gap on Giancarlo, and Andrew Lau moves into 2nd. Nicole Kriesel has the biggest fan club out here this morning. Nicole currently running in 11th, trying to close the gap on Kevin in 10th. The rookie, a great start to his run here this morning. Max Gunther's lead now 1.7 seconds over Andrew Lau. Giancarlo now under attack from Harry Volsmir. Simon sitting about 2 seconds or so back, continues to inch forward just a little bit. Adam Barker has had a problem back behind. Adam closing it. Oh, Adam just gets loose out of that turn. Adam was closing the gap on Mike Dolling after that lap 1 incident. He had been on the charge all morning long, closing in, but that just set back all the work he had done. Max with a little bit of breathing room in the final laps here. Andrew Lau in second, Giancarlo in third, Harry in fourth, Simon Zierk in fifth. Yannick currently running in sixth, Mike Dolling in seventh. Adam Barker now securely in eighth, Mike Marshall in ninth, Kevin in 10th, Nicole in 11th. Simon Zierk has just about caught this lead pack in the waning laps of this one. Could Simon come into play at the end of this race? Mike Marshall, we haven't seen on track in a while, currently running in ninth place, having a great run this morning. Max's lead now 1.5 seconds over Andrew Lau. Giancarlo in third, Harry in fourth, Max Gunther in fifth. Looks like Max lost a little bit in the first few segments of this lap. Hey, thank you, Meg. I forgot to apparently miss one update this morning. I think I fixed it. Andrew Lau and Giancarlo continue to battle for second place. Harry back in fourth. And it looks like Kevin has had a problem back behind. Late in the race, and that is a point we have seen several drivers struggle with, that big bump at the apex sending him around. Ronnie Wimberly does come off pit road now. Peg will likely have some Diablo streams later today. The battle for second continuing. Harry closes up a little bit, but just can't seem to get in the fight. Max Gunther is going to come down, and it looks like he will pull off the win. And at the last moment, Giancarlo makes a move, but not enough. Andrew Lau comes home second. Great job by Andrew Lau. That was quite a battle with the top three. Let's see if we can talk to him about it, starting with Giancarlo. Giancarlo, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Good. Are you okay at the moment? It looks like it got a little rough there in turn 1.
Oh yeah, I think one of the Gunters was up stuck in the fence. It was quite a ride.
Oh man, that was quite a battle all morning long. Mike Marshall getting his 2 cents in too. It was quite a battle you guys had for that top 3 all morning long.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We were kind of trading places, and we had some good side-by-side racing. I am upside down.
No, yes you are.
Yeah, no, it was great. I'm looking forward to the second race where the grid's gonna be all shuffled up.
It's definitely going to be interesting. Do you have the speed to get up there and get the win? This has obviously been a lot of back and forth and people different speeds in different segments here of the track all morning.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the hope. Apparently we've made the second race longer and reduced the fuel, so there might be some extra strategy to play into it. So we're kind of gonna figure it out on the fly.
Well, man, good luck. Great to see you back this week and a great start to your season.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Andrew Lau came home in second place. Andrew, I was telling Giancarlo that was one heck of a battle you 3 had this morning.
Yeah, I was trying to get the win, but Max and Giancarlo are super quick guys, so just trying to hang on for as long as possible in the front. But they got me in the end.
Hey, that was still quite a battle you had. Those first few laps, we saw that Max constantly attacking, and somehow, despite attacks, I really thought would get the job done. You held him off repeatedly.
Yeah, he sent it into not turn 1, but somewhere else that took me by surprise. Yeah, he's just quick.
He definitely was all morning long, but man, a great job. And obviously, after last week, you 3rd in points, but a big points day here again.
Yeah, we'll try to get the same result in the second race now.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Doug.
And finally, our winner from race 1, Max Gunther. Max, once you got the lead, you were untouchable, buddy.
Yeah, Doug, thank you. It was a fun with Andrew.
It was a good battle, and you guys put on one heck of a show there at the front. It was hard to tell, really, who was faster. You put on some attacks. I thought for sure you were going to take the lead, but he managed to hold you off repeatedly.
Yeah, he did. It was a really fun battle with Andrew. Yeah, but once I got by, it was... I think we were on the same pace, but then Giancarlo got involved, so it gave me a bit of a breathing room.
Well, you managed to get it done, but now going into race 2, a lot longer than last season, some different fuel strategy. Can you pull off a second win from 7th place?
I don't know. The guys in front are really fast. Andrew is gonna, I think, have a similar pit strategy, I think, as I did, because he's also in a Porsche, and Giancarlo also, so it's gonna be interesting.
And do you feel that that Adam Barker has bullied anybody yet this morning, or do you feel safe from his bullying?
Well, he wasn't close to me, so I didn't get the bullying today, but I think he bullied a lot of other people on track again.
He really does that a lot. Well, Max, a great run this morning. Good luck in race 2, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Max Gunther gets the win in race 1. We'll have to start from 7th place for race number 2. And obviously we're having a lot of fun. Adam, I have to say it for clarification. Adam is one of the most helpful guys out there. He has helped every one of these rookie drivers, and there are people on this track today that have the speed that they have and can race as well as they do, thanks to Adam Barker. But you got to give the guy a hard time sometimes. I mean, he's won I don't know how many championships now. I believe 3 titles so far. And hey, don't forget to check out Ronnie Wimberly on Twitch under the name is @QuadRacing. This guy is one of the most impressive racers. Make sure you follow him, turn on notifications. If you see Quad Racing at the Nürburgring, tune in and watch that. I promise you, you will be extremely impressed. I know guys that have full function of hands and feet that aren't as fast as him. I couldn't go as fast as he does with 4 feet and 4 hands. I guess if the other hands and feet maybe were Lewis Hamilton, maybe I might be as fast. I don't know. Just about 30 seconds left to go. We start race 2. Strategy about to be a huge factor here. Only 6 drivers made race 1, so only 6 drivers know how their car will do on this longer second race. Fuel is going to be a big question, and do we see tire stops this season? Don't forget, tune in tonight. BRR Cup Series is back 7:30 Eastern. And between now and then, you never know when we might have some streams which might involve a certain lady who gets out there and gets it done and entertains everybody. All right, here we go. Race number 2. Mike Doling and Yannick Gunther have the front row. Simon Zierk and Harry Volsmeer on the second row. Giancarlo, Andrew Lau on the third row. Max Gunther and Adam Barker of the fourth row. Mike Marshall and Kevin, and I know I'm getting his last name wrong. I apologize, buddy. Gerard rounding out your top 10. Nicole Kriesel and Ronnie Wimberly rounding out the field. Field already gridded and rolling. Everybody is here. One rookie in the field. That is that purple number 24 Ferrari. Had a great first race, a lot of consistency, and was picking up speed throughout the entire race. Plus, Nicole, that's what she said. Kriesel back in the field, and Ronnie Wimberly returns to the track this morning. But now the question is, Mike Doling in the 420 car starts up front. The Minister of Defense, can he defend for 50 minutes? Pace car is in. Mike Doling in control. Here we go. They all fire. What? Oh, looks like Mike Doling held off the start, and some chaos here in the early going. Green flag is in the air. We had a couple of cars. Almost, we may have some black flags on lap 1. Doling shoots back to the inside, but Yannick has the run out of turn 1. Yannick Gunther to the lead. They are stacking up back behind out of turn 1 down the hill. Andrew Lau on the attack. Adam Barker on the bumper. Ronnie Wimberly on Mike Marshall's bumper with Kevin lurking. What a wild start to this one. Mike Doling looked like he might have been trying to catch him sleeping as Simon Zierk goes for second place. Harry Volsmeer and Giancarlo now battling for fourth place. Harry, whoa! Harry overshoots, goes way deep into that turn, and loses a ton of spots. Kevin in trouble behind. Oh, Kevin gets that apex. We saw it bite so many drivers in race 1. Yannick Gunther quickly into the lead. Giancarlo into second. Max in third. Adam in fourth. Andrew Lau in fifth. Harry already marching back forward. And Ronnie Wimberly, big attack early, up 5 spots into 7th. Mike Dolling has had some problems. He is going way back. Oh, Mike and Simon get together out of the turn. Yannick Gunther, meanwhile, checking out from the field, has a 3-second lead over Giancarlo. Mike Marshall is in trouble. Oh, Mike loose out of the turn into the inside wall. Quick recovery, he is rolling again. Yannick, meanwhile, 2.6 seconds. Giancarlo closing in. He's bringing Max with him, and Adam Barker definitely doing better in race 2. All over the back bumper of 3rd place Max Gunther. Harry Volsmuir, despite losing some spots in the early going, has already charged back. And it speaks volumes about Harry's speed. He was able to get so much more speed into some of those turns that he had to swing really wide to avoid slower cars. But he is already on the charge back toward the front. Andrew Lau currently sitting in 6th place. Ronnie Wimberly up 5 spots into 7th. Simon Zierk after that incident back to 8th. Mike Dolling also back into 9th. Mike Marshall in 10th on the attack. Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel in 11th, with Kevin gaining ground on her in 12th. Giancarlo just set the fastest lap of the race last time by. The longer races this season and a smaller fuel load will play a huge factor. There was discussions. Oh! Let's watch Ronnie Wimberly. I saw something out of the corner of my eye as he came through that final turn. Ronnie coming down through the S's at the end of the track. I think he might have gone a bit wide out of that final turn and maybe hit a turtle. Nope, I guess I am seeing things. I thought we saw him in the air for a moment. Max Gunther in 3rd just beat Giancarlo's lap by a lot. Everybody hitting that bump on the apex. We have seen a lot of drivers get caught by that one. So Adam Barker get it in the first race. We saw Kevin get it as well. Ronnie Wimberly seems to have nothing phasing him. He is down 1 spot into 8th, but still 4 spots up from where he started. And he is gaining ground on Simon in 7th. Meanwhile, Yannick out front may have to deal with Giancarlo before too much longer. Max Gunther sits in third, has managed to pull a gap on Adam Barker in fourth for the moment. Harry closing in fifth with Andrew Lau right there with him in sixth. A few of these drivers seem to be a little bit more cautious and conservative in race 2, knowing that fuel stops are going to be a big issue. We know they'll need 1 stop minimum for fuel, but will we see the 2-stop strategy play out today? That was a big question mark going into last week's race. We only saw a couple of drivers need 2 stops. Most everybody was able to stretch it with some fuel saving. But Fuji, with this long straightaway, is a different beast, and they are having to use every bit of the right pedal. And Kevin has crashed back behind. Kevin going by Nicole Cruz. Oh, just gets on the throttle a little too soon. Loses the back end. Certain parts of this track definitely feel like driving on ice at times. You have to be extremely careful putting the power down. Giving the Porsche a bit, that rear engine gives that car a bit of an advantage getting the power down here. Five of the top 6 cars right now are Porsches, with the lone Audi driven by Adam Barker in 4th. And he is under attack from Harry Volsmir. Andrew Lau still lurks. Nicole goes a bit wide out of the turn, holding on to 11th though. Mike Marshall, look forward to a new paint, new Conlift Solutions paint scheme on that new Porsche next week. He said it was his favorite paint job so far. Really looking forward to showing that off, and you know it's going to be highlighted a lot next week. Mike Dolling currently running in 9th, Ronnie Wimberly in 8th. Simon Zierk up to 7th now, Andrew Lau in 6th. Andrew trying to make a move on 5th place, Harry Volsmir. Adam Barker just ahead of those two in 4th, and they are all less than 3 seconds behind the leader, Yannick Gunther. We have seen all 3 of these cars in race number 1. They charged forward. All 3 had a lot of speed. If these 3 up front start battling, things could get very interesting very, very quickly. Giancarlo probably not in the best position. He is poised right between. Oh, Giancarlo's going to try and make a move on the outside of the last turn. But he opens the door. Max looks to the inside. And that little bit of a battle was not good for them, because Adam Barker and crew gained a quarter second. Here we go, Max looking to the outside. Team Gunther 1 and 3. Giancarlo shoots it high. Yannick goes wide. Giancarlo tries to cut to the inside. Max still lurking right behind both of them. Max can't make a move. Giancarlo can't complete the pass yet, but somebody is coming now, just 1.6 seconds back. Adam Barker, Andrew Lau, and Harry Volsmeer. Adam Barker now just 1.7 seconds back. He's gained about 3/4 of a second on the last lap or so. Harry Volsmeer still lurking despite the pass by Andrew Lau. Lau now in 5th, Harry in 6th. Yannick in the lead. Giancarlo setting up for the attack again. All three drivers trying to break the draft. Giancarlo sends it just a little deeper into one, side by side out of the turn. Oh, trying to get some side draft going on here. Max looked like he might have been thinking about making it 3 wide. Giancarlo loses ground, and now Max Gunther looks to the inside for 2nd. And Adam Barker is there. Oh, Max gets a little loose, loses a bunch of ground. Adam now to 3rd. Andrew Lau to 4th. Max Gunther back to 5th. What a battle! Lau now lurking in 5th. Harry Volsmeer. Now Harry looks inside. Wow, Harry cuts it way low through the turn to get a run. Lau managed to defend. Max Gunther back into 4th place as he tries to run down and Adam Barker, excuse me. Yannick still has the lead, but not by much. Six cars still within striking distance of the lead. Harry has definitely had the best corner entry speed of anybody all morning long. Just has been unable to capitalize on it. Simon Zierk lurking about 4 seconds back, but as they battle, he is closing in and closing quickly. Nicole Kriesel has had a problem back behind. Same corner we have seen bite so many drivers this morning, just gets Nicole. The apex of that turn is such a big bump. One little 1% off on the wheel position or the throttle position will send you around. Giancarlo back on the attack on Yannick. Adam Barker back behind in 3rd. Max in 4th. Andrew in 5th. Harry still in 6th. And Simon Zierk still closing in. Ronnie Wimberly still runs in 8th, about 10 seconds behind Simon. Mike Dolling in 9th. Mike Marshall currently 10th. Kevin Now up into 11th, Nicole headed to pit road. The first fuel stop of the morning by Nicole Kriesel. The top 3, 4, 5, 6 cars still nose to tail. Yannick has led every lap so far, but he has got his hands full here. Max Gunther right back to the back bumper on Adam Barker. Andrew Lau, who finished second in race 1. Giancarlo looks to the outside into 1 again. And he might have it this time. He does! Giancarlo to the lead! Yannick now in second, Adam closing in 3rd, Max in 4th, Lau in 5th. Lau finished second in race 1, showing a little bit more patience. I have a sneaking suspicion that Lau has saved a little bit of tires. Nicole just coming out of pit road, moves aside. The leaders continue to battle. Oh, Adam almost gets it in that same turn. Definitely unsettled that Audi a lot more than the Porsches around it. Oh, Adam popping a wheelie. Gets too much of the turtles. Giancarlo out front, and it looks like we're about to see some... Looks like Harry Volsmir is headed in. It looked like Adam Barker was going to pit, but he stays out. Max Gunther, meanwhile, managing to get set up on the high side into turn 1. Adam holds him. Wow, what a move by Adam, but Max crosses back over. It won't be enough. Adam still holds 3rd. Andrew Lau has just been sitting back here conserving. Harry Volsmir, Nicole Kriesel both have come to pit road, completed a fuel stop. They will have a 2-stop race. Oh! Kevin around right in front of the leaders. Next time they come to Fuji, we'll have to keep track of how many times that apex catches people. It has caught a lot of them this morning. Giancarlo out front, Adam Barker in second. Now Max on the bumper. Yannick Gunther has had a problem. Oh, Yannick overshot the turn. How he went from second all the way back to 5th place. Now Adam in second, under attack by Max Gunther. Andrew Lau still lurking. Andrew has not, as we've mentioned, not really been pushing that car like we saw he could do in race 1. Yannick back in 5th now, trying to close back in on the leaders. Simon Zierk in 6th is closing in. Ronnie Wimberly currently in 7th, goes a little bit wide there. Mike Dolling in 8th. Mike Marshall 9th. Harry currently runs 10th. Kevin in 11th. And Nicole in 12th. Meanwhile, Giancarlo opens up a lead. Max Gunther to pit road. Is Max close enough to the halfway point? Could this be his only stop? Just 2 minutes shy of the halfway mark. That does leave a big question mark. Ronnie Wimberly also hitting pit road. Adam Barker in 2nd, and Andrew Lau has cranked it up now. He is on the attack. Oh, Andrew Lau overshoots. So does Adam. Wow, what a turn of events here. Lau was was on the attack. Adam also getting loose off into that corner. Both drivers managing to save it. Barker looks like he is coming in this time. Giancarlo is in. Lau is staying out. Yannick Gunther is in. Simon Zierk on his way in. Mike Dolling looks like he is aiming for pit road as well. He is coming in. Now we mentioned Andrew Lau had been playing it a little bit safe, a little bit more conservative in the first half of this race. Is he stretching the fuel here? A shorter stop. Even just a few seconds saved on pit road could give him a big gap on track. Harry Volsmeer stays out. He had pitted a few laps ago. Giancarlo on his way back out. Mike Marshall, Mike Dolling, both on pit road now. Kevin, the only driver who has not been in, Max Gunther, has had a problem. Oh, Max just loses the back end through turn 1. Adam Barker, Simon Zierk have to avoid him. And it looks like Andrew Lau is on his way in. Giancarlo stop, 18 seconds. Yannick stop, 18.3. Simon, 18 seconds. Will Andrew Lau stop? The fastest stop was Harry Volsmeer at 15 seconds. The longest stop so far, Max Gunther, 22. He lost a lot of ground on pit road. Did Andrew Lau stay out long enough to make a significant difference here? Giancarlo comes by pit road and will reclaim the lead. Andrew Lau on his way out, 18.8 seconds. Giancarlo comes out with the lead. Harry in second. Lau coming up to speed as Yannick in fourth. But Lau will maintain third for the moment. Giancarlo, however, still has the lead and now has a 2-second gap over Harry. Lau in third, 4.3 seconds back. Yannick in fourth. Adam Barker running in fifth. Simon Zierk in sixth. Max Gunther, a bad stop, sent him back to seventh. Ronnie Wimberly has had a problem. Oh, Ronnie gets loose out of the turn, but will he? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Ronnie just showing off his drifting skills. Max Gunther, after that long stop, now 4.5 seconds behind sixth place, Simon Zierk. Ronnie Wimberly in ninth, Mike Marshall in 10th. Kevin Curley running in 11th, Nicole in 12th. Despite early issues, Kevin has had a great run in his rookie race here. Kevin coming home in the top 10 in race 1, currently running 11th. Giancarlo, meanwhile, holds a 2.8 second lead over Harry Volsmir. Andrew Lau in third. Yannick Gunther in fourth. Adam Barker in fifth. "20 minutes left to go. A lot could happen here." And some of the drivers may require a second fuel stop. Mike Dolling had an off track a moment ago. Oh, Mike gets loose there. He avoided that deadly apex, but that did allow Mike Marshall, who had been closing in but had been over 10 seconds behind. Marshall has gotten a lot closer. Kevin coming to pit road for his fuel stop. He'll be able to go the distance. And in fact, if any drivers have to make a second pit stop, Kevin may have a huge advantage, may pick up several spots before this one is over. Harry Volsmir in second, 3.25 seconds back. Andrew Lau in third. Yannick Gunther currently running in fourth. Adam Barker in fifth. Adam is closing in on Yannick. Simon Zierk, Mr. Consistency, currently in sixth, trying to close in on Barker. You got to give it to Simon and Ronnie doing a great job The BMW, driving the BMW here is tricky. That car just does not seem to love the turns here like it does at some tracks. Through the final few turns, it feels somewhat like a dump truck. Max Gunther currently in 7th, Ronnie in 8th, Mike Dolling in 9th, Mike Marshall in 10th. Great to see. Oh! Mike popping a wheelie. Adam Barker has had a problem. Oh, Adam goes wide, hits the rumble strip too hard, slides it. Adam Barker has now fallen to 7th place, moving Max up into 6th, closing in on Simon in 5th. Ronnie Wimberly has had a problem. Ronnie just gets the power on coming through the middle of that turn and goes around. Harry currently in 6th place has started gaining ground on Giancarlo. Just 2.6 seconds back. Andrew Lau in 3rd, about 4.5 seconds behind Harry. Yannick in 4th now, 2.5 seconds behind Lau. Simon in 5th, lost a little ground over the last 2 turns, now 6 seconds behind Yannick. Max Gunther in 6th, Adam Barker in 7th, and Adam having to make a comeback here again. After dominating last week at Lime Rock, Adam definitely struggling here this morning at Fuji. Mike Dolling in 8th, Ronnie Wimberly in 9th, Mike Marshall in 10th, all over Ronnie's back bumper. Marshall definitely has an advantage through the turns. As you see, he's able to cut in a lot closer. The BMW of Ronnie Wimberly does have... Oh, Ronnie's around. He catches that apex. That bump in that apex has bitten just almost everybody. Ronnie now back into 10th. Mike Marshall up into 9th. Giancarlo's lead, though, continuing to shrink as Harry closes the gap. And now the question is anybody having to save fuel here? Wow, Lau hits that apex hard, holds on to it. I thought Lau was done for a moment. Harry currently in 2nd place as he comes out of the final turn. Let's take a lap in the Porsche of Harry Volsmere, looking at the back bumper of the leader down this long straightaway. He sends it off toward turn 1 across the start-finish line. Carrying as much speed, waiting as late as possible to brake and start downshifting all the way into first gear, back on the throttle as quick as possible. A little kink to the right. Down the hill and back uphill just a little bit before the left. Carrying all the speed possible, continuing to accelerate. And down into the left-hander, which is very hard, and this is one of the easiest turns on the track to overshoot. Continuing to build speed up towards the right-hander. Oh, catches that apex that have caught so many people all morning long, but holds on to it up through the final 2 turns. Right, then the left, and back to the right, going up the hill. Down all the way into first gear, and bang on the throttle and away. Ronnie Wimberly has had a problem. We've had a couple of incidents. That was the spin by Ronnie. Then we had an incident from Max Gunther. Oh, Max overshoots the turn. Manages to save it and get it going again. But Max, who was trying to close that gap back up, just drifted back into 7th. Adam Barker now to 6th. Simon currently in 5th place. Giancarlo started pulling away again just a little bit on Harry Volsmeer. Harry in 2nd place, 2.4 seconds back. Andrew Lau in 3rd. Kevin has crashed. Oh, just a little loose out of the turn. These tires really starting to get slick out here. 10 minutes left to go, 40 minutes into the race. And remember, last season the races were only 40 minutes long. Some of these drivers getting a literal crash course this morning on the tire wear with that extra time. Andrew Lau now in 3rd, Yannick the 4th, Simon in 5th. Giancarlo continuing to lead. Lau is closing in on the top 2. Andrew Lau had 2 podium finishes last week. Came home 2nd in race number 1 and looking at another podium finish again. Lau definitely has had the speed in seasons past and looking like he's got the consistency to go with it this season. Meanwhile, the dominant driver at Lime Rock last week, Adam Barker, currently sitting back in 6th place. Adam has struggled here this week. Look for him to be a force to be reckoned with, though, next week when we go to Daytona. Also looking forward to seeing a lot more drivers in the field next week. Daytona, a very popular track and a free track, so a lot of guys who don't have all the tracks, they're going to be there. Could see half of BRR in the race next Sunday morning. Eight minutes left to go. Giancarlo's lead has extended to 3.4 seconds. Andrew Lau in third, just 1.5 seconds behind second place, Harry Volsmir. Yannick running in fourth, Simon Zierk running in fifth. Adam Barker in sixth is closing in on Simon, but will he have enough time to crack back into the top five? Max Gunther currently sitting in seventh, is closing in on Adam as well, but 4 seconds back. Mike Dalling in eighth, fairly secure in his spot. Mike Marshall in ninth, also secure. Ronnie Wimberly currently running in 10th. Kevin in 11th. Nicole Kriesel into a Harry Volsmir is on pit road. He needed a second stop. And that just shook things up a bit more, folks. The one driver we know can go the full run to the finish for sure is in second place right now. Max Gunther is in. Andrew Lau is the only driver to go past the halfway point before hitting pit road. Harry Volsmir on his way back out. Max Gunther headed to his pit stall. Will Giancarlo and Yannick Gunther, Simon Zierk and Adam Barker, who all stopped just before the halfway point, will they need a fuel stop? Andrew Lau in second place will not. Could he have outsmarted everybody? We talked about in the first half of this race how Andrew was being very, very conservative. Staying in the slipstream, not pushing the issue, and it looks like it is paying off here. Max on his way back off pit road, currently in ninth. Everybody right now on track has a little bit of breathing room out there, setting their own pace. No big battles going on at the moment. However, with fuel stops underway, things could change dramatically at any moment. Giancarlo's lead now 5 1/4 seconds over Andrew Lau. Giancarlo and several others on the bubble on the fuel window. It could be a question of how many more laps they have to go . Andrew Lau definitely played the first half of this race absolutely perfect. Stayed with the leaders, but never got in the battle. Stayed in the slipstream. Conserved fuel. Was able to go a lap further than everybody else before making his one pit stop. Now just waiting. Currently running in second. Waiting to see if Giancarlo will need that splash of gas. Several drivers have already had to make that second stop. If Giancarlo sees the white flag here, he'll be safe. If not, he could be in trouble. Did not see a white flag yet, folks. Andrew Lau in second place is starting to gain ground. Could Giancarlo be conserving fuel? He's got a 5 1/4 second lead, but Lau is closing quickly. This may get very, very close for a few drivers. Yannick Gunther currently running in third. Simon in fourth. Continues to close in. Adam Barker now back into the top 5. What a recovery for Barker. Looking for Barney to see if a white flag is in the air here. Does look like the white flag is in the air. Does Giancarlo have the fuel to make it? Lau has closed into 4.8 seconds and is gaining time quickly. Yannick in third, Simon in fourth, Adam Barker in fifth. Lau cuts away down to 4.5 seconds. Giancarlo has to be conserving some fuel. But he's coming through the final turns. The question is, does he have the fuel to make it? One more turn in the long straightaway. Giancarlo looking for his first win of the season at Fuji. Out of the final turn, could almost coast it to the finish line. Giancarlo wins at Fuji. Andrew Lau comes home in second. Yannick Gunther in third. Simon Zierk comes home fourth. Adam Barker, great recovery to finish fifth. Trying to listen and see, does Giancarlo still have fuel? Does appear he pulled it off. Let's talk to our top 3. Hey, Yannick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, that was a great race. You obviously had a few moments there in the early going, but managed to come back and finish third.
Yeah. It's I forgot to brake once, but in the end it worked out with fuel savings. I only had to do one pit stop.
That definitely worked out, and I have to ask, how close were you on fuel there at the end?
I had 0.5 liters left,
So
so
you were
half a liter.
so you were not making it another lap.
No. It had to be white flag, or I would have had to park somewhere.
Well, man, a great job. Great to see you back out on track, and a great way to start your season, buddy. Congrats.
Thank you, Doug.
Yannick Gunther comes home in third, came in today fourth in points, a big points day for him. Andrew Lau comes home in second. Andrew, 2 podium finishes this morning, but more importantly, had that gone another lap, you would have won by a lot.
We might have ran out of fuel, actually. Everyone was saying they were down to like the last liter there.
I kind of suspected you had a little bit more. You pitted 1 lap later than everybody else.
Yeah, it did take a little more fuel, but it wasn't enough to go another lap. And then we had a little contact with Adam that cost us a little time, but P2 for both races, I'll take it any day.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, podium finishes in both races. You are having you're on fire here early in the season.
Yeah, let's hope it carries for the rest of it, yeah?
Yeah, well, good luck, man. A great start, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
And Giancarlo back in victory lane. Giancarlo, another notch on the belt this morning.
Thanks, Doug. Yeah, it feels good. I had to apologize to Max for hip checking him into one of those turns. That was not a great move. But yeah, feels good.
What you guys definitely had one heck of a battle up there at the front. A lot of back and forth. That top 6 was running nose to tail for quite a while in the first half.
Yeah, it was great racing. I was stuck in a Gunther sandwich for I don't know, more laps than I can count. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Always a great time to race with these guys.
Well, being in a Gunther sandwich is bad enough, but did you feel bullied by Adam Barker this morning?
We all feel bullied by Adam Barker. It's just a state of being. No matter where he is on track, he's still bullying you.
That is awesome. Well, man, a great start back in victory lane, and I'm sure many more to come. Congratulations, Giancarlo.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Giancarlo, his first win of the season. I'm sure it is not his last. Don't forget to come back tonight, 7:30 Eastern. BRR Cup Series is back on track, and I would expect a big surprise between now and then. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you tonight. Have a great night, everybody.